Hi guys, this is Liv. Welcome to my first ever speed build for The Sims. So we're going to build this house here. It's just a reference photo. I'm basically going to be building the same house in The Sims 2 and The Sims 4, which was way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Basically, I hadn't played The Sims 2 for at least like 2 years almost, because I play on a MacBook Pro, which isn't the best gaming laptop ever, and I updated it one time and my Sims just stopped working. But I realize it's 10 years now since The Sims 2 came out, so in honor of that, I decided that I would try and build the same house in The Sims 2 and The Sims 4, because about 10 years ago I ruined a laptop by uploading The Sims 2 and I want to say 5 expansion packs to it. And I mean, this was not a gaming laptop, this was like a sort of bog standard Packard Bell, and it completely stopped working and I was in so much trouble, but I didn't care because I just wanted to play The Sims, and nothing much has changed, although my MacBook seems to hold up a little better with playing The Sims. So, I mean, this is just me trying to remember the controls for The Sims 2. Although I will say this bit was so much easier to do on The Sims 2 rather than The Sims 4, like putting the little decking bit there, the porch, not decking, blah, putting the porch on, it was so much easier because there's not that whole conflict with, oh, it has to be inside a room, which you'll see when we get to The Sims 4. I was really struggling. Yeah, I thought I was going to have way more problems, especially with windows, than I actually did. The Sims 2 actually has some really modern looking windows. Or modern to me. Oh yeah, this bit's silly. Like, I don't know why I thought, oh, a column will look better there, but it just looks kind of silly. I don't know if I actually put it back. I don't remember. We'll have to see watching. Yeah, I didn't obviously follow the reference exactly, but what stood out to me for this, why I randomly chose that image, and not any of the millions of others that I saw on Google, was I really liked the tones that they had used for the outside of the building. So I really liked how there was a few different shades. I'm not very good at doing that. I'm not very good at modern builds. This was a challenge for me in that sense. I tend to build things that are period inspired, so like Georgian, Tudor, Victorian. So if you're into those kind of things, definitely check me out. I'm on the gallery. I'm a #Liv. That's my name. So if you're interested in historical themed builds, I have got many of those. Lots of them don't even feature things like indoor toilets or definitely microwaves. I feel like this bit's a bit, sorry, I'm yawning. I feel like this bit's a bit boring, but I thought it gives you a good sense of the layout. I kind of did a lot of stuff with this place that I wouldn't normally do, so sort of the massive dining room, I don't normally do that. We just shove a table in the kitchen, and then this massive hall space, I never usually leave that, but because the downstairs space, I don't know, there was nowhere to put a piano, so I was like, I'm going to put a piano upstairs. Looking at it now, I really regret using that staircase, and I kind of regret the shade of green, but I really wanted to avoid using some of the wallpapers. I didn't want to do all white, but I found that a lot of the wall coverings in The Sims 2 are very interesting. I will say though, I love these counters with the wood on top. I couldn't find any that looked like that in The Sims 4, and it was driving me mad. Oh. This jazz. Oh, so many memories. I think I totally forgot about how, like, the design of the furniture, but it looks like a lot of the stuff I would find in, like, my friend's parents' house. Oh, that was another thing. I was so annoyed with how there were no counters to go on top of the counters, like wall cabinets. That drove me mad. And then I really don't actually like the way this looks. I wasn't a big fan of the colours I used here, but I don't know what it was. It was like a nostalgia trip. As soon as I saw all of the sort of like early 2000s inspired design, I was just like, I have to use like black leather and light wood in one of the rooms. So I chose the dining room. I do really like that back wall. And I love, like, why does The Sims 4 not have like sepia pictures in it? Ugh, ignore this bit. Like, the sofa was really difficult to choose. Why I kind of went for the like old-fashioned looking one, like the vintage style. I didn't use those in The Sims 4 build though. I don't mind the games console in the middle of the floor. As you can see, it's gone now. Yeah. Oh, just me doing some lighting. And then here I was remembering how difficult small rooms are in The Sims 2, so I extended that little bathroom, and then I have no idea why I decided to do this room yellow. I was just like, home office has to be yellow. I did like a little reading nook there, which looked really comfortable, and I really liked that. And I got really confused about why I couldn't put the chair in the middle of the desk. But yeah, I was in a little home office, thought it was cute. I thought I had cut, this is the only bathroom I left it. I cut out all of my bathroom furnishings because I was just like, nobody wants to see someone furnish a bathroom. Oh god, I hate that staircase. Why did I choose that one? I know why I chose it. I chose it for the railings. I didn't think about the fact that it's hideous. Oh well, now we're moving on to the upstairs. So starting with the master bedroom, which I made the bedroom the front. Like, it's a weird shaped room, and then again I just had to do like dark material and light wood in this room for some reason. I was just like, yes, that did I oh, I'm really regretting keeping that wall covering. At the time I was like, yeah, that one has an equivalent in The Sims 4, so I'll use that. Yeah, this wasn't my best house in terms of design. Oh well, it does look like it was built 10 years ago. And then my vision for this house was that there was going to be a teenage daughter and sorry, my phone's going off, and a sort of young daughter, and then sort of spare bedroom. So this is like the child's room. I got so annoyed with the curtains. I know they look awful like that, but I just left them. I will say The Sims 2 had so many good things for kids' rooms. Like, I don't know, there's just like so many little details, like how there's that entire set of stuff that's like seashell themed. Obviously, this isn't the Sims 2 base game, it's the Super Collection. I think that's what it's called. So this is the teenagers' room. I couldn't decide if they were a boy or a girl, but they were definitely like very edgy. So it's all red and shades of wood and black. And I love that dresser. I think that's from the Vacation expansion. I don't know. I've got like a couple of them in this collection. I'm not sure what ones exactly. And then because they're edgy, they've got their posters and that candelabra. And then this room I really kind of hate, but I kind of wanted it to look like it was just full of all the furniture that the family had sort of had for ages. Or perhaps they've got twins, I don't know, that are really into blue. Perhaps they're fraternal twins. I hate that blue dresser, but at the same time, I kind of love it. Oh god. Oh yeah, so here's just me landscaping. I do love that they actually had cars in The Sims 2, and don't know why we've not got that in The Sims 4 yet. Like, just so that, like, houses just look so much more believable if you can put a car on the driveway. Like, and then I totally remembered that you can delete the sidewalk, and I was just having such a good time. Yeah, I don't really like, well, I do like the pattern, but I don't. It annoys me that it's not even, but whatever. It probably annoys a lot of people that haven't used the entire lot, but I like leaving space around the house. I don't know why. I guess it's just who I am. I just did some simple landscaping with some trees, lots of open space. Yeah, that's it. That's The Sims 2, and in a second we're going to move into The Sims 4. Here's me taking some screenshots, which I can't find on my computer. I have no idea where they got saved, so yeah, oh, that was that. And here we are in The Sims 4. I couldn't remember exactly what size lot I had used, so this is just me kind of guessing. And then, yeah, here I left it as a column. I didn't leave it as a column in The Sims 2. But yeah, like, that is so much easier to do in The Sims 4. But it was so difficult to do the porch and put the little things over the windows, although you do have that decoration object that works for that. Yeah, and at some point during this, I totally glitched the size of the second story. I'm not sure at what point it is. I only discovered it. I built this house over 2 evenings. I only discovered it in the second evening, so it might have been just when I saved it. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm really yawning. I didn't expect windows to be as difficult to choose in The Sims 4 as I actually found them. It was just like they were all either too big or too small. But I do really like that one that's sort of cut in half. And there's my fake driveway because there's not a real one. Which there should be. Like, it's been, what, 3 years now? Like, they should have figured out how to put cars in. Even if you just, like in The Sims 2, you just get in them and then it goes to a load screen. Like, that's fine. Okay, here we go. Just trying to do that, and then I don't know if it was at this point, but then at some point it like put a ceiling above it and I didn't like that. Did I? I think I left it that colour now. Oh yeah, there's oh wait, yeah, no, I put the ceiling. I'm trying to blame the game, but it was me. There we go. So yeah, I just gave up on that and I used the UV coverings later on. Okay, going in with some windows. I figured for the underneath space, just use the small ones because they're not letting in a ton of light anyway. That's where it is. Okay. I didn't realise that I had made the bottom story wider without doing it to the top, but huh. It's like revealing like the scene of crime. Because I was so annoyed. I was like blaming the game. I was like, how did it save it but not save it properly? But it was me. See, and it mucked up the entire like spacing of that second story. Like, how did I not notice that? It's so obvious. Okay, well, if that's annoying anyone else, like it's annoying me, it does get rectified at some point later on in this video. I will say, if you can hear a whirring noise, that is my laptop, because, like I've said, I do not have a gaming laptop, I do not have a desktop, I just have my MacBook, and she's working pretty hard right now. She's very warm. Oh yeah, see, I loved the counters that I'd used in the previous house, but I just like I couldn't find any that had like a nice wood top, so I used these blue ones because they're like not too stock. Oh yeah, here I am realising I haven't put any lights in, so that's better. And then just a small breakfast table. I would normally put in like a breakfast bar, but I kind of like how much open space I've left in this house, and the kitchen's not massive, so I thought it's a bit more realistic. But because of the counter debacle, that's when I was like, well, it doesn't have to be the exact same house, like it can be similar. So I've kind of almost built like a house that's like the same house, but they've updated it, kind of. I don't know. Gotta have the hanging pots, and you've gotta put some sauces and spice racks. And I spent ages trying to put these stuff on top of the fridge, because I was like, that way the children won't reach them. There we go. And then I was like annoyed that the windows were at different heights. It always happens to me. There was a point that I cut out of this video where I spent a good 10 minutes trying to put the toilet roll holder on the wall so that it wasn't all the way up to the ceiling. Like, I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but it just glitches for me and it ends up like halfway up the wall. It was so annoying. Like, I literally had to zoom in to like maximum zoom and then like very slowly drag it. Oh, I should say I love. Oh my gosh, I'm really tired. I'm currently a master's student and I'm writing my dissertation, so this is kind of like just me relaxing in my spare time, but it's almost midnight, so that's why I'm yawning. Yeah, you can see I've used the old sofas, but those don't look, yeah. They just looked wrong with the modern sofa in this game, and then the sort of shabby looking ones looked too shabby. Oh, and I love that TV stand that is like an old suitcase. It is so beautiful. I want one of those for my house. Except I currently live in a drafty student house and our TV is just on our dining room table. As you can see, I've got the Vintage Glamour stuff pack, which I mainly brought for those curtains because they are so nice how you can place just one panel of it. Thank you, Sims 4 creative team. Oh, there I am realising I forgot to turn on move objects, so doing that so I can put that little lamp by the chair. I didn't put a coffee table in the middle because I thought it's kind of a walk-through room, so you wouldn't want to have to walk past it. And then because I did the office yellow in the other house, I was like, I have to do it yellow in this house too. but I just did the one wall this time. And I was kind of going to do the same layout, but then I decided like to sort of set it up like the person who lives in this house sort of runs their own business from home, so this is their office space. So I set up like 2 little chairs and then a futon in the corner for the unlucky intern who comes to a meeting, and then I was like, well, I'll put these journalism posters up so it looks, I don't know what they do, maybe they're a graphic designer, maybe they're an architect, and this is their mentions in the newspaper. But I kind of liked how like just using the yellow accessories, I feel like they don't get used very often, but it's like sunny and nice. Oh yeah, and so now we're moving on to the master bedroom, and I felt like I kind of had to do it sort of dark because the bedroom in the other house was dark. But I went with that sort of lavendery plum colour, so I thought it was kind of relaxing. And it goes with the grey shades, although not perfectly, but c'est la vie. Yeah, I don't know if I personally would sleep in this room, but I think it's still quite relaxing and quite modern. Like, it looks like the bedroom of some of the people that own that house. And I also really love those City Living curtains. Like, I don't have most of the early expansion packs, but over the past year I've treated myself to some of the new ones. I'm not sure, out of the Parenthood expansion and the fitness stuff pack, I'm not sure which one of those I'm going to get next, so if you have an opinion on that, please comment below. I can't tell if I would like the additional responsibilities that you get with the Parenthood stuff, but I'm pretty sure I would really use a lot of the decor items in the fitness stuff pack. So again, here's the quirky teenage bedroom. We've got the candelabra again. This is almost a bit like my bedroom when I was a teenager, because everything in my room was white, black, or red. Like, I had a black carpet, which was very kind of my parents to allow me to get that. Oh yeah, halfway through decorating this room, I think, is when I realised that yep, there we go. I'm like, oh, that's not supposed to be like that. But it's good, because it gave this teen a slightly bigger bedroom. Which I think means, I think I put a desk in, because I'm like, well, they're a teenager, they should probably be studying. I also really like the sort of Middle Eastern inspired table. Did that one come with City Living? I think it did. Yep, little desk. They've not got a computer. I'd imagine that they'd probably get a tablet. I just add a few more posters. I feel like this teen has been told, like, you can have posters, but you can only put them on this wall. And I'm sure my parents tried to implement that rule for me at one point. It didn't work. Okay, I thought I had cut out all of the bathrooms, so well. Here's the teenager's bathroom. Lots of counter space, just in case they're a girl. I feel like they might be, or they might just be very alternative. And then here we're going on to the sort of pink princess room. And I was like, if they're a pink princess, they've got to have the white carpet. Although I don't think realistically you would have a white carpet for a child. But I really love that wallpaper with the grass and the butterflies. It's so cute. Oh, and don't worry about the random straight panel. I removed that pretty quickly. Yep, there we go. Thank God for move objects on. I decided that bed was too matchy. So I went for that one, even though the wood is dark. I just liked that it added a different tone of pink. So I felt like that meant that I could add more tones of pink with the decor items. I love that little bear chair, it's so cute. I put a desk in this room as well because I was like, I doubt whoever runs their business from downstairs is going to want the kids coming in to do their homework. Nice modern doll's house. I wish that doll's house wasn't so big. Like, the one in The Sims 2 is like 2 squares, which is much more manageable because you have to make the kids' rooms massive if you want them to have that. And then here's the sort of blue room. I think it looks a bit nicer in this one. Like, I kind of kept the colour scheme for that room, even though I didn't really like it. It looks way cooler in this one. Like, I would say if you had like fraternal twins who were teenagers, like they would probably really like this room. Or at least I hope they would. I tried to vary all the shades of blue in here, and this one has a desk as well, though it's much smaller, and in retrospect I probably should have added another. Yeah, there's a bathroom. Moving on to the landscaping, because I don't think anyone wants to watch me furnish a family bathroom. Like, it's not big. Yeah, doing those squares again. It was driving me nuts trying to align them, and then I realized that the decking wasn't attached to the house. I'm sure this is making some people angry. I was like, should I leave that square there? No. And then just doing a little patio area. I got Perfect Patio stuff. Like, I used some of my Christmas money to buy it just because it had those like outdoor sofa-y things, and I love them. And then just making the fence a tiny bit wider. And yeah, this is me just tidying up the outside now. My goodness, this has been a long video. Yeah, so landscaping, and then I put the little UV things above the windows. I kind of think I like this house in The Sims 2 more in terms of how it looks on the outside, but I definitely love the inside in The Sims 4 a lot more. Okay, so this is just me finishing off resizing that Hawthorn on the top because I forgot to do earlier, putting some of those UV things on. I found the screenshots for this house, so we're going to move into those for the Sims 4 house, but I can't find them for the Sims 2. Like, I don't know why my computer saved them. So thank you for watching, and I hope you like this video, comment on it, and subscribe for more. See you soon. Bye!